Everyone, the purpose of this video is to provide a tutorial and overview of how to set test center instructions. Now, this is a responsibility that's specifically for moderators to do, and it essentially is setting the instructions for a specific class within your specific institution. So when you're going through the test center and configuring a test, not every test will have the same set of instructions for different classes and for different schools. So this falls on the moderators. So the purpose of this is because questions for a healthcare system class or behavior and development classes, the questions are obviously going to be very different than questions for anatomy or systems like neurology or something like that. So there's just another layer of instructions to send to the LLM to specify how the test is to be structured, what the question types are going to look like, answer choices, all that jazz. So let's get into it. So again, this is specific for moderators, but when you're at any page, you essentially go under the general tab and it's going to be under moderator dashboard. And then you'll navigate over to this tab, test instructions. So here, you can add an instruction for a specific class, very basic here. So if I want to do anatomy or MHT for us, pretty much pick any class here and go ahead and add the instructions. But we'll go ahead and look at the anatomy instructions that I put in, for example. So when you open up here, Modo will pop up where essentially the text in the gray is you can't edit, but this is stuff, these are essentially preset instructions that we've put in. A couple of my friends and I reviewed and realized this is kind of the best set of instructions that we found. We don't want to put too much, but we don't want to put too little, obviously. So if you have any questions or concerns about that, feel free to reach out to me, Matthew@notebook.org. But the fields in white are the editable text. So this is what you're going to have to be putting in that are class specific. So for anatomy, obviously, this is what we went with for us that we thought were best for the questions on our exams based on what we saw. So read this if you want, take a screenshot of it, copy it down. This is just a general overview. You can add more or less, to be honest, make it as specific as you want. There's no really limit to the amount of text that you can put here, but this is kind of just a basic overview of what the practice problem should be focusing on. And then after that, you're going to be putting in a couple of different practice problems or questions that you want to use as a guide or just good examples for the LLM to see. So right now, there's only 3 that you can put. We're looking into maybe expanding it into 5 to 10. We're looking into it, but essentially right now, it's just 3. This is an example of the first one we did here. So very basic clinical vignette question, a couple different basic answer choices. Went into a different question here, another clinical vignette question with a couple of different conditions here with the aphasias. And then the last one was honestly a very basic questions, but for some of our in-house exams, this is what it was, very discrete facts, but a little bit more, a little bit more complex questions and answer choices. So when you're done putting it in here and you review it, it's great. You're going to press and update instructions. An important thing to consider here too is that this is open for the moderators of your school. So anybody of the moderator group can update it. So it's important to just communicate with others based on, hey, I'm updating what to focus on for the test center for the anatomy class. But anybody can update it. So that's pretty much a basic overview and tutorial. Again, feel free to reach out if you have any questions.